The United States Geospatial Intelligence Foundation Lundahl-Finnie Lifetime Achievement Award is nominated and voted on by the Board of Directors. This distinguished award is named after Arthur C. Lundahl and Thomas C. Finnie, celebrating their accomplishments in imagery analysis and mapping, respectively. And their legacies within the GEOINT community is important for us to all recognize as we celebrate leadership. Lundahl is known as the father of modern imagery analysis and imagery intelligence for being the founder and first direction of the National Photographic Interpretation Center. And Finnie was the Defense Mapping Agency's DMA Director of Management and Technology and one of the primary architects of DMA's evolution to the digital era. Previous recipients of this award are some larger-than-life geospatial intelligence leaders.
Jim Clapper.
Bobby Lenkowski.
Jack Dangermond.
Charlie Allen.
The Honorable Marty Faga.
And Leo Hazelwood. The irascible.
The irascible.
Leo Hazelwood.
The spectacular.
Right.
I'm still awed and afraid.
So Joyce Pratt's sitting down here, and Leo was mentoring Joyce. And Leo, as the executive director of CIA, much like a Sue Gordon, was once a year go into the concrete middle and work for a day.
Right.
And it's nearing the end of the government fiscal year, and he's working in CIA procurement, and he gets a requisition to buy a year's worth of Band-Aids under a contract.
We still were a paper agency then, I'm just saying.
And he picked up the phone and called the Office of Medical Services and says, just go down to Dart Drugs and buy them.
There we go.
So that was Leo Hazelwood. The 2019 recipient spent a career in the Defense Department as an extraordinary technical leader, managing geodetic and gravimetric programs, and oversaw the development of computer science and telecommunications applications for mapping. With a PhD in computer science, our awardee served in a variety of STEM leadership positions, starting at the Aeronautical Chart and Information Center in 1963, then serving as chief scientist at the Defense Mapping Agency, and was the final director of our beloved Central Imagery Office. When the National Imagery and Mapping Agency was formed in 1996, our awardee became the Deputy Director for Systems and Technology, a distinguished member of the NGA Hall of Fame, and an author of a book on system engineering, Behind the Wizard's Curtain. It is with great pleasure and on behalf of the Board of Directors of the United States Geospatial Intelligence Foundation, the
2019 Lundahl-Finnie Lifetime Achievement Award is hereby awarded to
Dr.
Annette
J.
Krygiel.
Microphone's yours.
I'm gonna run, but I'm listening to you. No, honest to God, this is awesome. It's so deserved. Finally, they got to you.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Thank you, Jeff, for that wonderful introduction. I feel very humble to have such a connection to two such great visionaries. I grew up professionally when Tom Finnie and Art Lundahl were leading organizations that were producing what we now call geospatial intelligence. In fact, I received my first out-of-the-box assignment from Tom Finnie. In their time, this community primarily consisted of participants who were government organizations with limited numbers of commercial players. They focused on technologies and applications that were government missions. They required support, to give support for advanced education, and data was mostly analog. Much has changed. A very broad community ranges from mega organizations to individuals around the globe, multinational, with a robust commercial sector, ubiquitous, wide-ranging applications, and an availability of educational opportunities, all demonstrated right here. These factors enable certain strategies to advance the tradecraft. I want to highlight a best practice, which can be particularly effective. I also call it a lesson learned from several endeavors from which I have been associated and those I have studied. You may know it and you may practice it. Humans solve problems or accomplish complex tasks by collaborating, by working together in teams. My lesson learned is it can be beneficial, even necessary, to employ teams that are composed using diversity as an organizing criteria, particularly when the tasks are hard. By this, I mean teams that are deliberately made up of members who have very different perspectives and experiences, differing viewpoints, play different roles, are grounded in different disciplines, come from different types of organizations, have different alliances and allegiances, and even maybe external to the organization. Think system developers mixed up with users and customers. Think multi-int. Think members from civil, national, military, commercial backgrounds. Think rebels and wild cards. As an example, this approach had extraordinary benefits for Defense Mapping Agency's modernization program, a truly revolutionary development to produce, for the first time, mapping and charting products digitally. When it began, neither the required technology, the industrial base, or the tradecraft existed. To proceed, it was necessary to construct teams composed of system developers and engineers, MC&G scientists of many disciplines, and DMAs, users and producers, and even partners. The tension that resulted was memorable. sometimes difficult to manage, but necessary and ultimately successful. The program delivery ushered in new tradecraft based on digital capabilities and digital databases, many of which migrated to the GEOINT commercial world. I have seen benefits from this best practice across a variety of endeavors, from integrating complex systems of systems in multi-int experimentation, in tackling critical issues for Naval Studies Board projects, and in the stand-up of the NGA. As a community, you frequently deal with disruptions and eruptions of technologies. This conference anticipates an era of artificial intelligence. It will be your role to create, refine, and even reinvent the tradecraft and the environment for your workforce to meet those needs. I commend this lesson on diversity for your consideration to facilitate your path. In concluding, I must pay tribute to the outstanding workforce that has always supported me, some of whom are here. In accepting this award, I acknowledge their large share in any success I have achieved. Many thanks to the board for this recognition. It is a great honor to receive this award and to be included among the prior distinguished awardees. Thank you very much.